Hey, what's up everybody? Dr. Jason Day coming to you on one of my favorite topics in one of my favorite places and my favorite times of year. We are entering the holiday season. It's official. You need to start getting your Thanksgiving recipes and plans organized. But it's one of my favorite topics because yes, it is the most wonderful time of the year, but it is the most stressful time of the year. And no, I don't like stress, but I like to help people navigate stress, to not just manage stress, but find ways to eradicate it and get stronger through the stress. Because if we're getting real, if we're getting honest, technically stress can make you stronger. If I'm doing push-ups, that is a stress for my pec muscles, and that stress can make my pecs stronger. But if I'm woefully out of shape, that stress ruins my week. It ruins my self-esteem. It ruins my muscles. It ruins my energy. It can ruin my sleep. So the problem isn't necessarily the push-ups. It's the person doing the push-ups. And you're not a problem. We're here to give you some solutions. So yes, this is one of my favorite places out in the backyard in nature. I grew up in the woods playing and climbing in trees all the time, and I think we're missing out on that. So today in this short video, we're going to be giving you 3 incredibly easy, profoundly easy, but powerful tools to eradicate or also minimize stress or manage stress or just break through and get stronger through the stress. And this is actually coming on the heels of a post I did yesterday that didn't necessarily deal with the type of stress you're probably thinking of, emotional stress. Guess what? There's more than just one. And 2020 has been a case study in the different types of stressors. There's physical stress. There is chemical stress, and yes, the all-important emotional stress. But the stress we were talking about yesterday in that post that's already been shared a number of times was the chemical stress over the overutilization of antibiotics in our kids. And I said some strong statements in there because I have strong feelings towards it. And I'm not anti-medication or anti-antibiotic. They do have their purpose, but my God, they're way overutilized. That's not my opinion. The CDC, the FDA, anybody with common sense and a brain would tell you that. But guess what the number one prescribed medication is in all of pediatrics? Antibiotics. In the early 1980s, when I was a little kid running in the woods, the pediatricians of America overwhelmingly agreed that antibiotics not only do not help with their infections, they set the child up for immune system failure. Fast forward 40 years, and CNN posts this late-breaking scientific breakthrough that antibiotics actually aren't helping our kids. They might be setting them up for asthma, allergies, autoimmune disorders. You said that 40 years ago. We know. Why are we still doing this? My point in referencing that article is we can't keep setting ourselves up. We can't keep setting our kids up for failure and then wondering why things aren't working out. We can't complain about a harvest that we've been sowing for decades or for years. And I'm not here to judge parents. I'm frustrated with doctors. I'm frustrated with pharmaceuticals that we keep perpetuating this message of like, ain't got nothing better to do. There are better things to do. And we're here to give you 3 simple steps that you can do to transform your life, transform your energy, transform your stress levels, because I'm tired of hearing these stories. I'm not tired of talking to parents. I'm not tired of giving strategies, but I'm tired of seeing our kids sick. I'm tired of parents running out of resources and options and my God, hope, because this is not okay anymore. We have to quit using the excuse of my doctor told me. We have to do research for our own, because again, I'm not here to bash medicine. I'm not here to bash doctors, but at the end of the day, we have to look at statistics. And every single statistic in our pediatric population and in our adult population, and especially our 2020 population, it's a nuclear dive bomb leading to explosive, horrible things there too. And sadly, I'm not here to be pessimistic. The statistics in health tank in November and December. Why? Because we do things to screw them up. Suicide rates go up, skyrocket during the holidays. Obesity, diabetes, heart attacks, heart disease, so many different challenges go up and up and up during these months because we don't know better, or we at least pretend we don't know better. So I'm going to give you 3 simple steps right now. And again, these aren't just going to fix everything, but my God, they're a good step in the right direction. We talked about the physical types of stress. What can you do? If you're already working out, if you have a great workout routine that requires you to sweat, awesome. Keep doing that. Don't replace it with this, but get up early in the morning and go for a walk. A lot of us aren't sleeping because we're stuck in fight or flight all the time. We stay up to 1 in the morning and we've recalibrated our clocks to not go to bed on time, and we're waking up later. We're waking up exhausted, and we just power our way through the day with Tylenol and coffee. If you get up early, you set the intention to do that physical walk. Yes, there's the physical benefits of exercise, but you're recalibrating, resetting that clock to want to go to bed earlier. We can't keep saying, well, I'm not sleeping too well. Why would you be sleeping well if you're looking at your phone from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. I should say? and then your brain's fried, so you're not going to go to sleep. So set that intention. Tip number 1 is set the intention to get up a little bit earlier, around sunrise, get that movement stimuli that absolutely wakes up the brain, and then your resetting clock. That's the physical stress. Chemical stress, my God, we could give you countless tips on diet, nutrition, but you know what? We'll do that on another video. Just choose one little thing. And one thing that you desperately need during this time of the year when the sun's starting to go down a little bit earlier and we're not outside as much because of cold weather, get some good vitamin D in your system. There's plenty of good supplements. I'm not a big vitamin pusher or peddler. I will put a comment in the link below of the Metagenics vitamin D that I use and that my own children use and that we love. My kids are very picky with what goes in their mouth and what they eat. So again, very kid friendly, very adult friendly, but it's also a supplement that actually stays in your system. So many people get a good deal on a supplement and it makes its way straight to the toilet without stopping and helping that person. So tip number 1, got to get up a little bit earlier. I'm not talking 5 a.m. if you don't want to, but just go for a walk, resetting your clock and getting that movement in before your day starts, waking the brain up. Better than coffee ever will. Tip number 2, wage war on those chemical stressors with some vitamin D. Vitamin D is known to help with inflammation, bone density, energy, stress, emotions, all the good things that you need this November, December. And tip number 3, we gotta make sure your brain and nervous system is working for you instead of working against you. At the heart of all those digestive challenges, weak immune system challenges, poor sleep, anxiety, stress, lack of focus, I'm just done, I don't feel 18 anymore, all of those are rooted. Even though they seem random symptoms, they are all rooted in the fertile soil of a brain and nervous system. Your brain and nervous system run the show, and we have to make sure that that communication line is open, that it's connected, that it's working for you, because all those different types of stressors that keep punching and punching and punching us in 2020 and on a Tuesday, and especially in November, December, they are pushing in on a nerve system. And at some point that nervous system says, I'm out, and it's walking away, and you're stuck in this thing called fight or flight. The fight or flight spectrum is the spectrum of spectrum challenges like autism, ADHD, sensory challenges, and so much more. But it's also the spectrum of, God, I'm tired all the time. These knots are always here. I don't sleep like I used to. Man, my knees hurt. I mean, it's just your body's not working at its best. That's what the fight or flight spectrum is all about. Yes, there are some severe issues with fight or flight, but at the root of all those is a nervous system that's not doing its job. That's where we come in. That's where chiropractors come in. The purpose of a chiropractic adjustment is to very gently, specifically remove those irritations so that your brain and neurology can adapt to all that. Yes, find other ways to boost and balance your health, your energy, your emotions, your diet, your nutrition, all those things, but take action on these 3 steps. We've run out of time and we run out of excuses to say, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm telling you, do these 3 things and tell me your life is not exponentially better in January. Get up a little bit earlier, set some intention, go for a walk, get some movement in you. Second, take some high quality vitamin D to help with all those other little stressors on the inside. And 3, and most importantly, lay that foundation so that all these other strategies are going to work. A healthy, happy, adapting nervous system is at the foundation of any healthcare plan. I hope these 3 tips have been helpful for you. If they have, make sure to share them. Get in touch with a chiropractor in your area. If you don't have one, you're near us, come see us. I'll be happy to check with you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, have a great Thanksgiving. We're going to keep doing these to encourage you and empower you every Tuesday, so we'll talk to you soon.